Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your mid-month reading. This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or Venus in the sign of Aquarius. Nonetheless, if you just happened upon this video, I'm sure there is a message in here for you, and I hope it does find you guys well. Let's go ahead and get right on into your reading. I have to mention, when I was shuffling the cards, everything was like inside out and upside down, and I'm kind of seeing that being mirrored in your reading, because what you're walking into for the mid-month is the Emperor energy, followed by the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Obstacles, you have the Devil card, followed by the Judgment card and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, in the last row, what you need to focus on in order to overcome these energies, right, especially the obstacles, you have the Queen of Cups reverse, followed by the Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands. So you guys kind of see what I mean by the turned inside out and upside down with this Emperor card and the Queen of Cups, especially because in the same row, it looks like this. So are you guys being overly emotional? Are you needing to watch for being overly emotional, of being desperate potentially in situations and then having to resort to emotional manipulation? I'm getting that with the Queen of Cups, and especially this Devil card being in your conflicting energies. I feel like some of you guys might be tempted to give in to temptation or to do something sinful in nature. So even if it's not related to sex, it can be like theft or drugs, or again just using like language, trying to persuade people, telling white lies, possibly even to get your way in something, right? It's for your own personal gain. So that is how that could be sinful in nature. You know, you attract more bees with honey, especially this day and age. A lot more people respect forthrightness, right? Not being underhanded in your work. So if that's what you're trying to do, people appreciate when you can just be more vulnerable and really just state what it is that you need, and either the people have it to provide or can find a resource that they can give to you for you to be able to provide for yourself, and or they don't, right? And then no harm, no foul in that situation. But some of you can be struggling with that. Some of you might be sexually frustrated, okay? And if you're in a relationship, are really going to have to consider like what happened last time, if this is a reoccurring thing, like if this would make you, I mean, you know how that saying goes, once a cheater, always a cheater. So if you've cheated in the past and you're feeling like you might cheat on your partner again, you need to do a little bit of reflecting on that and how that decision really benefited you, if it did the last time, right? Remember what the lesson was from the last time, what you learned from that, and make the most appropriate decision coming into the end of the month. Some of you are trying to make strides just in your own individual life with the things that you're creating and the things that you are investing in. You're trying to grow a business, or you're trying to do the work to be promoted to a high level in your business. I feel like with this Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Wands, I feel like you're wanting to put your best foot forward, especially because one foot is protruded out more than the other leg is. So I feel like you guys are trying to put your best foot forward, and coming into the mid-month, you're realizing that in order to alchemize these things, you have to have a step-by-step protocol of how you plan to achieve it, like a solid business plan. That's what I'm getting with this Ace of Swords, right? And you're going to have to make sure that you are adhering to the plans so that you can see the business grow and or do the necessary things that you need to so that you can qualify for the job, right? It's kind of making sure that you're ready so that you don't have to get ready when the time comes. So then in that scenario, the situation that you are struggling with energetically would be laziness or time management. I'm also getting that. Sorry, let's mix them. I'm also getting that with the Judgment card and the Three of Pentacles. That might have been what has held you back in the past. Or those energies might be trying to slow you down. Some people can be trying to distract you at this time, getting you into things that you have no business doing. Again, right? Sinful energies here. Just be careful about that. Be careful who you're telling your plans to, because there can be somebody around that just intends to listen to what you have to say and take it elsewhere. So yeah, be aware of con artists and just bitter friends. There may be some people that you are deciding to let loose as it pertains to your friends and family at this time for that reason, or just because they don't support you. For some of you, what I'm also getting is that you have not yet learned the lesson when it comes to like asking for help. There's some sort of cycle that's going on, and you're not realizing that you were put in this particular situation just to see how much you suffer by not asking for help, right? Or to see if you will decide to make a different choice at this point in time. Don't think of being vulnerable as being weak, especially if you are a male that will watch this video. It's when you are in this place of uncomfortability and needing to reach out so that people don't hold this like false ideal of who you are, like the macho man that can just take care of everything and is always on top of the world and everything is always great, you know, all the time. You're always taking trips, places, you always have something to do, or you always seem so busy, as if you are really being productive, or if you are being productive, you're just really wearing yourself thin, but you just come across as like, if I don't get it now, I'll never have it type of mentality. And with this, it's like you've been saying what you're doing, but you haven't been the most honest about what you're actually doing, right? Or how much you actually need help. What's really stressing you out, like what's really been going on with this Judgment card. If you're hurting, you need to tell somebody, right? If you need help, you need to ask somebody. It can only help you grow a lot faster. Some of you guys really need to come to understand the role that competition plays in the material world. Just because you think up an idea first does not mean you will be the one to actualize it. And so you cannot be mad if somebody is moving faster than you to achieve a said goal. That's why, again, you have to be careful about who you tell your business to, who you can actually trust or not. Some of you guys don't really have that gift of discernment. And so I would say if you know other people that really are, kind of bring them around them in a social situation so it's not as obvious, so they can get a feel of the people that you're interested in bringing around your inner circle, especially as it relates to your business idea, and or your finances. So there we go. You have to look at that. But don't have such a negative perception on the role that competition plays in society. See if there's a way that you can change it to make it better. to where people are more inspired and not intimidated by what you have to offer as an individual. No two people are the same, so it's always going to be different, and it's going to look different, and it's going to sell different. Like this whole 3D time space reality we live in, this is like the sales simulation, okay? You have it, or you want it, or you can sell it. Like this, it's all sale based. Sorry you guys, my leg started to fall asleep, like it hurts so bad. But yeah, some of you guys need to look at the world at that place. Don't let those that are doing the same thing as you get the best of you or affect you, or to kind of break your concentration for the thing that you want, right? Make you seem like you are less worthy of it. So I mean, the most important thing, especially as you're starting a business venture, if you're trying to create your own path, is to really find a niche. If you find that the marketplace is really heavily concentrated, figure out another way that you can entice people, right? That you can hack people's attention, that you can make what you're doing a little bit different so that it stands out, so that you can be more successful. So there you go with that. Personal relationships, you guys might be feeling a little bit conflicted. There might be some arguments because you guys just aren't seeing eye to eye by the end of the month. But I mean, no relationship is perfect. There are going to be some obstacles along the way, but as long as you remember the goal, right, how you guys came to even be together in the first place, you can overcome the little rift, the little argument by the end of the month. I'm not really seeing this as a deal breaker. Some of you guys might need to talk about finances that's affecting your relationship potentially, and you don't know how to bring it up with this Judgment card. And instead you might be having these feelings kind of swaying back and forth as to whether or not you really think that you could be in a relationship like this or not. Like it's kind of you going overboard without really having a conversation first. So you're thinking about like worst case scenarios, really, and you're kind of running with it, like you're letting these thoughts get the best of you. So if you guys need to get real about your finances, do that. If that's what's affecting your relationship, who's really going to be the financial advisor, secretary, consultant, the accountant in the relationship? You guys might need to redefine what the roles are for your relationship and what you guys need at this stage in your journeys, especially if both of you are in the workplace. So I feel like the dynamic is shifted a little bit, okay? And it's causing a little bit of chaos, but you guys can get back onto the same page and still maintain a healthy relationship as long as you openly talk about what is bothering you at this time and don't let it just build up, right? So speak on it before it's too late. But that's what I'm getting for you guys as far as chakras go. Your third eye is underactive. Your root chakra is overactive. Your sacral chakra and heart chakra a little bit underactive, and your throat chakra is underactive. So I would say get that back into alignment. If this resonated for you though at this time, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more.